My friends, every single one of us carries something we don't often show to the world, a wound, a disappointment, a memory that still stings when we close our eyes at night. We dress it up, we cover it, we push it down because we believe it makes us weak. But the truth is, what you've been hiding may just be the very thing that makes you unbreakable. Think about it. The challenges you've faced, the heartbreak you've endured, the sleepless nights when you wondered if you could keep going, those moments were not just obstacles. They were lessons, they were training grounds, they were shaping you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. Pain is not weakness. It is proof you survived. Too often in life, we're taught to believe that pain is something to be ashamed of, that feeling broken or hurt somehow makes us less capable, less worthy, or less strong. But in truth, pain is not a sign of failure. It is evidence that you went through something that tried to stop you, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. Every ache in your heart, every tear you shed, every scar you carry is a reminder that you faced a storm and you refuse to let it wash you away. Pain is not the absence of strength, it is the very birthplace of it. When you survive pain, you show yourself that you are bigger than the struggle, that you have more endurance than you imagined, and that you can withstand more than life thought you could handle. Strength is not built in moments of comfort, it is forged in fire. The fact that you have experienced hurt and are still here means you are already stronger than you realize. Think about the times when you felt like giving up but didn't, the days when it seemed impossible but you pushed through anyway. Those are victories, even if they don't come with applause or recognition. The pain you survived is living proof of your resilience, a quiet testimony that you cannot be easily broken. And when you start to see your pain not as weakness but as evidence of survival, you begin to understand that what once hurt you is now part of the power that carries you. The pain you survived becomes the foundation of the strength you'll need to keep going and keep growing. Hidden struggles build unseen strength. The challenges you keep locked away, the battles you fight in silence, they are not meaningless. They are shaping you in ways you might not even realize yet. When you endure hardship that nobody else sees, you're quietly training your mind, your spirit, and your character to be tougher than before. Every time you wake up and carry the weight of what you're going through without letting the world see you crumble, you're building inner muscles that cannot be measured by appearance. Strength doesn't always come with loud victories or public recognition. Sometimes it's found in the silent decisions you make, the resilience you show when no one is watching, and the patience you develop while waiting for better days. You may not notice the growth in the middle of the struggle, but over time it becomes clear that what was once unbearable is now just a memory you overcame. Hidden struggles carve out a deeper well of courage within you, and they teach you empathy for others who suffer quietly too. These unseen battles remind you that true power doesn't need to be proven outwardly, because it lives in how you rise every day in spite of the pain you carry. The fact that you face your struggles privately and still move forward is not weakness. It is the highest form of discipline and strength. It means you're not defined by circumstances, but by your ability to endure them and transform through them. The unseen strength you're building today is preparing you for challenges tomorrow, giving you the ability to withstand storms others may not survive. And one day, you'll look back and realize the silent struggles that almost broke you actually built the strongest version of you. Scars are reminders of battles you've already won. Each scar, whether visible on the body or invisible in the heart, carries with it a story of struggle, a season where you were tested, and a moment when life tried to defeat you but couldn't. Too often, people look at scars as flaws, as something to cover or hide, but in reality, they are proof of strength, survival, and victory. A scar is not a sign of weakness. It is a mark that says you endured pain, you faced a challenge, and you came out on the other side. Every scar tells you that what was once an open wound has healed, and healing itself is a powerful victory. When you look back at the struggles you've overcome, you begin to see how much stronger those experiences have made you. The scars are reminders that even though the battles were difficult, they did not end you. Instead, they transformed you, shaping your resilience, your courage, and your character. They serve as silent teachers, whispering that if you made it through that moment, you can make it through the next. They are not just reminders of pain, but of growth, of lessons learned, and of victories claimed. Scars show that you have survived, that you are a fighter, and that you refuse to let hardship define you. They are a part of your story, and instead of hiding them, you can choose to embrace them as symbols of strength, because each scar is a badge of honor, proof that you've already conquered battles many never even saw. And every time you see them, you are reminded that you are stronger than you once believed, and ready to keep winning the battles ahead. The weight you carry today is training for tomorrow's victories. Every burden, every responsibility, every hardship that feels heavy on your shoulders is not placed there to crush you, but to prepare you. Just like muscles grow stronger when they are tested by resistance, your character and spirit grow stronger through the challenges you endure. The struggles you face right now might seem unfair, overwhelming, or even unbearable, but they are shaping you into the kind of person who can rise to meet bigger opportunities and greater challenges in the future. What feels like an obstacle today is actually training ground for tomorrow. Every difficult choice you make, every setback you push through, every sleepless night you survive is adding layers of resilience to your life. You may not see it immediately, but these experiences are forging the strength and wisdom that you will need when new doors open. Often we ask for success, for breakthroughs, for greater things, but we forget that victory requires preparation, and preparation usually comes in the form of struggle. The weight you carry now is building endurance so that when the moment comes to step into your destiny, you won't just arrive, you will be ready. Instead of seeing the weight as punishment, see it as training. See it as life sharpening you, toughening you, making you stronger than the version of yourself that started this journey. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the victories you achieved were only possible because of the weight you once carried. And in that moment, you'll understand that every hardship was never wasted. It was the very reason you had the strength to win. True resilience is born in silence, not applause. The quiet moments when no one is cheering for you, when no one even notices what you're going through. Those are the moments where real strength is built. It's easy to look strong when the spotlight is on you, when people are clapping for your achievements, but true resilience comes from the times when you have to pick yourself up with no audience, no recognition, and no guarantee that anyone will ever understand the struggle you endured. Resilience is not about being seen. It's about refusing to give up when nobody is watching. It's about the inner battles that take place when you wake up exhausted but still push yourself to keep going, when you feel the weight of failure but still decide to try again, when you are surrounded by silence yet continue to move forward anyway. These private victories are the ones that truly define you. Applause fades quickly, recognition comes and goes, but the strength you build in those unseen hours stays with you forever. The silence teaches you discipline, patience, and perseverance. It forces you to rely not on external validation, but on your own determination. That is what makes resilience unshakable, because it isn't built on approval, it's built on endurance. And when the world finally does see you succeed, they may only notice the applause, but you'll know the truth. You'll know that the foundation of your success was built in silence, in the unseen battles you fought and won. True resilience is not about the noise around you. It's about the strength within you that refuses to quit, even when no one else believes or even notices. That is the kind of resilience that lasts a lifetime. What tried to break you is preparing you to rise. Life has a way of throwing challenges at us that feel unbearable, as if they are meant to destroy us. In those moments, it's easy to believe the pain has no purpose, that the setback is permanent, that the hardship is unfair. But what if every trial you faced was not there to end you, but to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future? The things that felt like they were breaking you were actually sharpening you, teaching you lessons that comfort and ease could never provide. Every heartbreak, every failure, every disappointment carries within it a seed of growth. You may not see it while you're in the middle of the storm, But on the other side, you realized that the storm was building resilience, clarity, and courage inside you. The struggles that almost made you quit are the very experiences that give you the strength to persevere when others can't. The weight that felt unbearable is what gives you endurance for bigger opportunities ahead. The rejection that stung so deeply may have been redirecting you toward a path you were truly meant for. Rising is not possible without first being pushed down, and greatness is not born without pressure. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you piece by piece into the person you were meant to become. One day, you'll look back and see that those dark chapters were not the end of your story, but the turning points that led to your greatest victories. What once felt like destruction was actually preparation, because the very things that tried to break you were quietly preparing you to rise higher than ever before.